This week on City Wrestling Radio, Phoenix withdraws from some indie shows. Tony Khan has got a huge announcement. And, well, Roman Reigns is back on TV. We go over all of Smackdown, all that and much more this week on City Wrestling Radio. Welcome back to City Wrestling Radio. It is August 12th, 2024. I'm your host, Corey Smith, being joined, as always, by my co-host, Mr. Jose Oseguera. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing very well. Much like Cody Rhodes, WWE Creative has nothing for me.
Oh, come on. He's going to Bash at Berlin. He gets to pick his opponent. I guess.
Nothing to see here, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, until they give Roman that title shot, it seems, and then that'll somehow get messed up, probably by The Rock.
Yeah,
but
100%. Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna get into all that. SmackDown happened this week, but how are you personally? You good?
Yeah, doing good. Working hard, staying active. The end of summer for the kids.
That's right.
It's a time to get back to the regular schedule. It's gonna be fun.
Closing ceremonies of the summer games. I don't think can we say the O word? I don't know. Will the NBC come after us? We don't have special permission to say that or say how many certain pieces of medals each or country has, or I don't know.
Or the determined style of medal.
Yeah. But anyways, we're not here to talk about who's getting a bronze medal and who's not. Romania, America, we don't know. It's gymnastics. But no, we're here to talk about pro wrestling. SmackDown.
Really quick, just to add on to the pro wrestling theme, did you see the I don't know if she I know she medaled somewhere. I don't know if she took the top prize, but Blades, something Blades, I don't remember her name. She had the most vicious suplex of all the Olympic Games.
Did not see it, but
okay.
I will give a shout out to our Bay Area own was it Emmett Allure? She won the gold in her weight division. So
well done.
So there we go. I mean, I caught some of the wrestling. I didn't watch too much of it because, I mean, let's face it. It's not what I watch wrestling for.
Yeah.
I watch wrestling for the moves.
Yeah.
Watch it for the pageantry.
Yeah. And everybody's pretty tired of breakdancing competition, I'm assuming.
I don't know, man. What was it? Chad Wizard, or what was his name? From
no spoilers. I haven't seen the men yet. I've only been focusing on the women, and that shit is going down in history.
Yeah. Well, was it flag footballs in next Olympics?
What?
Yeah.
What's next? Tag?
I think pickleball will be. Actually, tag would be pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
I would actually try to make that team. Like the
US.
And the thing about the breaking thing is that the U. It's like, okay, this is a U.S. national person, or like the judges crack me up because it's like you see all these judges, but they're all wearing like baseball jerseys, but like cool hip hop style baseball jersey. But
from 1994, yeah.
It's great. But anyway, something Wizard, what do you call it? From Canada. He performed.
Yeah,
saw his name. So there you go.
All right.
Anyway, let's get into it. Let's talk some news today because, my God, can you believe it?
What's that?
Tony Khan has a big announcement
again.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. No, so he's done this in the past, but Tony Khan apparently is saying he has another big announcement coming soon. Shortly before Saturday's AEW Collision, Khan on X thanked people ahead of AEW's biggest show of the year. He said this month's All In from London's Wembley Stadium. He also hinted important announcements were looming large before plugging Saturday's show. What the funny thing about that is, I think like months ago, they were talking about media deals. They said, "Where are you with the media deals, Tony?" And he says, we're in the red. We're in the red zone, you know. And Tony knows his football. It's not like he's like, it's not like if I just said I don't know what that means. I mean, I think it means close to being done. But that was months ago, and we haven't heard a thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I said, one of the announcements everyone could be talking that everyone thinks this could be is their new TV rights deal, where I guess Tony Khan was in Paris, and he did. I don't know if he met with Zaslav before or after, but he apparently met with Zaslav. David Zaslav, the Warner Brothers Discovery. So I don't know what do you think this announcement could be?
We're gonna have a 30-man battle royal at Wembley,
and somebody will get a guaranteed shot.
Yeah,
at a guaranteed shot.
Yeah. I mean, one can only hope that it's finally the TV deal that's getting done with. It'll suck if he says, "Okay, well, we can now take offers from somebody else."
He just comes out. He's just like Ricochet. What?
Yeah.
No. I know that's pretty big announcement, guys. We have Ricochet now.
Yeah. I really want to see the first All In, dude. This is taking way too long.
What do you mean the first All In?
The very, very first All In.
What you mean the from the indie from the
yeah because once this deal gets signed, the whole library is going to come up for rebroadcast.
Oh,
right?
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I do I still have that on my Fight? I know I ordered it through Fight. I might still have it on there. But no, I mean, if it's not the media deal, if it's not something like that, I think everyone's just going to kind of roll their eyes at Tony Khan.
Oh, we're already doing it now.
Yet again, Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, if it's some signing of sort, they don't need any more talent. Like, they need to let go of people, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because after watching Collision, because okay, if you watch our show, you know that we didn't used to watch SmackDown and Collision. It's just what's available to us, at the times we're available. Man, I watched that whole Collision show the other night. I was
just the grimace on your eyes when you said that sentence.
Oh my God. Just like this just literally reminds me of when I was a kid watching WCW and going, oh my God, is WWF on yet?
Dude, I was you took the thought out of my mind. It really reminded me of WCW Saturday Night. Oh my God, it happens to be on a Saturday night. And my wife comes into the room while I'm watching. She goes, "What is this low rent shit?"
Oh, my fiance, she hates it. She hates it. She's like, "Why is everyone bleeding every match? It's not necessary." And I'm I know. And only on the second match of the show. But the one thing about AEW Collision that I'm kind of like used to now, it's not really a show to like watch for like weekly storylines. It's a show like if you don't go to indie shows, like that's like an indie kind of show vibe.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like having these big matches for like no apparent reason. The premier athletes are always on it and you don't know why, but they're there to get squashed by somebody. And for some reason, Mark Sterling is still a character. I don't get it.
Yeah, it totally is WCW Saturday Night. That's what it is. It's just a big commercial. Although I'm glad to see Sheeta doing stuff.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into all that in a bit. Yeah. Let's continue with a little bit of news. I'm gonna skip ahead to my number 3 item. Go back to number 2, because I kind of brought up at the beginning of the show. Ray Fenix has withdrawn some dates, some indie dates amid rumors, speculation of sorts that he's going to WWE. So current AEW star Ray Fenix has pulled out of the September indie appearance due to what is being called, quote, personal circumstances. News broke last week that it's expected that Fenix and Penta are expected to leave AEW, and reports stating that the internal belief within WWE is that they are heading that way. They were reportedly slated to compete for the AEW Trios title at All In, but the plan was apparently taken off the table. And then according to Lucha Libre Online, they reported back in June that Penta's contract was set to expire between August and September of this year, with Fightful reported last week that Fenix's contract was also coming up at this point, or at some point this year.
Yeah, and I saw something really quick on the internets of Penta at a tournament in Mexico thanking the fans and pretty much saying his goodbyes.
He's like, I'm gonna go make millions of dollars now, guys.
Yeah, for less danger. Let's say.
Oh God, yes. I mean,
Yeah.
especially him and Fenix. They
Mhm.
probably I feel like they throw themselves in the crossfire too a lot of
Yeah,
times.
they do. Yeah.
But I mean, what do you think about the Lucha Bros possibly heading to WWE?
We have seen their best matches of their careers. That it will no longer be if they go to WWE. They'll still pull up some good matches, but you know, it could either go one or two ways. They get lost in the Mexican shuffle, or they're gonna be. I mean, how's the tag division looking like in WWE? Not very spectacular.
Well, I mean, what side are you talking? Like Raw or SmackDown?
Either or.
They can go in. I mean, it would kind of be cool to see the Lucha Bros versus JD and Finn, or the other side of it, I guess. Well, I don't know who, because Jacob Fatu out supposedly.
Well, Loa was holding the belt this Friday, so Freebird rules.
Freebird rules. It'll probably be Tomatonga and Solo eventually. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It'd be cool to see Penta and Fenix in WWE. I'm kind of at that point where I think there are people who want to see them stay in AEW. It's just like, oh, we want to see more 6-star matches, and I'm just like, but we've seen that.
Yeah.
Like, don't you want to see something else? Don't you want to see Penta and the Street Profits go at it?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Penta as Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, that'd be refreshing. Phoenix as US champion.
There you go. Phoenix as NXT champion.
Damn! Please don't make him go through NXT. That's such a waste.
No, you can't put Penta through NXT.
No,
he just looks older. Like, even with the mask on, like I look at him like, you look like an older guy. Not older isn't, but like, you're a big guy.
No, he rocks that dad bod very well.
So I mean, I like it. I would like to see them in WWE.
Yeah, it's gonna be. They're for sure going. I can almost guarantee it. It'll be fun. I'll be a big fan. But okay, one last question before we move on. Which Mexican do they side with? Is it gonna be
Legado or LWO
or Dominic or Andrade? Who's gonna be like their captain?
Oh, Andrade.
Yeah,
it'll be because Andrade is kind of like not doing anything.
He's a loner.
So they'll put Andrade with the Lucha Bros, and then they'll have Legado versus LWO versus Andrade and the Bros in a East LA street fight.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it.
See, it writes itself.
It does. It damn it.
I kid.
Yeah, no, I would like them to go independent and just be not independent going to indies, but be like an independent solo tag team. Don't affiliate them with anything Mexican. Just keep them for what they are, and that's the Lucha Bros.
Yeah, and if they like really capitalize on, like, how much money do you think they could sell? Or how much money could be made with selling those masks, gloves? If they really did it right.
Yeah.
So, because I don't remember the last time going to a WWE event, I seen a lot of masks for sale.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, who
always shirts? Yeah, that's true. And our little last piece of news before we move on to the shows this week, a new title, a new championship, and established. Yes, we're gonna have a tournament to establish the WWE Women's Speed Championship.
I guarantee you that thing used to be called the X Championship, but they were like, no, TNA owns that. Ah, crap. Okay, what are we gonna call it? Let's just call it Speed.
Well, let's call it Speed or whatever. I don't know. I hate the men's one. So ugly. I think Andrade's the champion, right?
You know what? I don't even know. He doesn't wear it to the ring on regular shows.
Have you watched the Speed tournament?
I saw Ricochet fight one time.
I mean, it's kind of cool. I saw Javon Evans. He was in it last week, and I was like,
Oh,
okay.
I saw Bronson Reed fight one. I think Bronson Reed got it once. No,
Yeah, he was in
the
once.
number 2 guy that got it. Yeah,
The guy who took out Seth this week.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wonderful! Chef's kiss.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently Seth is like seriously hurt. Like not like because of that, but
No. Yeah, this is the way they wrote him off.
But
good job.
See. But yeah, the WWE Speed Women's Championship. Sure, why not? I guess if they're gonna get some money from X for it or for airing on there, then fuck it, right?
Yeah, and that title never shows up on the main shows.
So
it's
very strange.
Yeah,
it's very strange. It's kind of like in its own universe, but they mention it.
They do.
All right,
more as a commercial. Yeah.
Let's get into it. Let's talk some Smackdown first, shall we?
Okay.
Let me find my notes. We'll kick off this week. Smackdown. I didn't see. It's our first week reviewing Smackdown. Didn't even write where it was at. Do you remember where it was at this week?
Arlington, Texas. Oh no, that was Collision.
No, Collision.
I don't remember.
All right. Well, Cody Rhodes comes out. First we have a recap of Roman's return at the SummerSlam. Cody comes out. He cuts an in-ring promo, says he doesn't want to delve into the past, but rather focus on the future, and announce his next opponent for Bash at Berlin. Out comes Solo Sikoa, who says, "You better give me my rematch, Cody." And Cody's like, "Why? Why? You lost. You suck. Like, back of the line. Go talk to your cousin about that or whatever." But basically, long story short, he gets circled by the Bloodline. Kevin Owens comes out. And Cody tells him, he says, "Kevin, I want to give you the title shot." And Kevin says, "No, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. You know, there's somebody else that should get this title shot." So, I mean, it looks like Bash at Berlin. We're having Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes.
How do you build this? Every week? No, I don't want the shot. I don't want the shot. Come on, you know you want it. No, I don't want it. I don't want it.
No, next week it's going to be, "No, I don't want the shot." What are you talking about? You don't want the shot. I don't want the shot because I don't want to hurt you. You know what I mean?
That'd be good.
Something like that. He goes,
you know what's going to end up happening? There's going to be a tag match. Kevin Owens and Cody. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course. But I do like these Saturday European pay-per-views. Get to wake up early,
knock it out. Don't have to wait for Sunday.
Yeah. See where we at. But so everyone, okay. Kevin, he's reluctant. He accepts, but Cody, okay. Then we have a number 1 contendership qualifying match for the tag team titles. Because we're gonna have a series of matches, and then those two teams face off. A-Town Down Under versus the Street Profits. The heels isolate Angelo Dawkins while B-Fab is ringside. Hot tag to Montez. Eventually, we get a double elbow to Montez. The Street Profits hit a super blockbuster onto Austin Theory, and Montez gets the pin and the win. That was a decent match. I mean, I've always liked the Street Profits myself. I've still undecided about A-Town Down Under.
I thought they were breaking up. They teased it for a while.
They're teasing it for every week.
It's enough already. Just do it. Pull the trigger.
Like they had the titles and they were still teasing it.
Yeah, pull the trigger. Come on. We need a face Theory.
That's weird though. I can't root for Theory just because of the things we know about him, allegations, man.
They're allegations.
I know, but
yeah.
But even looking at Theory, I feel like Theory would look down upon me if he saw me in the gym, be like, I can lift more than him, or you know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah, so perfect heel. Yeah.
Sorry, Theory. Yeah, he's way more.
Grayson needs to face. Grayson is
Grayson can turn it around as kind of an obnoxious kind of baby face.
Yeah.
I don't know. Comedy.
Yeah.
You'd have to go comedy. Anyways, backstage.
Team up with Truth.
Backstage, Nick Aldis is talking to Cody and Kevin Owens. Kevin is arguing his case that he doesn't deserve a title match. Aldis says, "Oh, that's okay, because I'm ready to talk to Roman Reigns about a title match." And that's when Kevin Owens, whoa, bro. Roman? No, I mean, it's fine. There's other people. Don't worry. And Nick Aldis was like, "Yeah, I'm looking at him, man."
He said, "You can kick down the door and just pick any guy in there that's more worthy. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of looking at him right now.
Kevin's like, oh, shucks, you are? All
I sure
right.
stepped into that one, didn't I?
You got me. Oh, whatever. Next up, Tiffany Stratton. She's backstage. She's planning her championship celebration for Nia Jax. In walks Pretty Deadly, which I think they wanted her to plan their championship celebration too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Pretty Deadly, the musical.
Yeah, that's right. And I don't get where that's coming from.
Me neither.
But I would like a Tiffany Stratton Pretty Deadly team. Like just them hanging out every week, I think would go well together.
Yeah, it would.
Tiffany Stratton, she walks away. In walks Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. They argue back and forth. And I mean, I don't know. Are we going to get Chelsea Green versus Tiffany Stratton?
Yeah.
I mean, but like, isn't Chelsea a heel?
Not ever since she took that bump. She's been kind of tweener for a while now.
I mean, I like Chelsea.
Oh yeah,
but she's just 1,000% delusional.
Oh yeah,
you know.
You know what? They were actually they were letting her get some recently. They've been letting her get some really good offense in and catching the edge. She's no longer the jobber type. Yeah. I saw some momentum, but screeching halt.
Next we have Jade Cargill versus Alba Fire. This was a match. I mean, it was there.
Squashes go, yeah.
Jade hit a Jaded to Alba Fire, gets the pin and the win. After the match, the Spooky Girls and Blair Davenport beat down on both Jade and Bianca, and Naomi comes out for the save.
Yep.
WWE really knows how to keep their like groups together. They have like the rockers together, like the Latino guys together, the black girls together over here.
Mm-hmm. Not very creative.
And then the new United States champion Johnny Cage comes out to the ring. Oh, sorry, LA Knight.
Yeah.
But he is Johnny Cage. I mean,
he is, but with that comes the outdatedness. His whole aura is 1998, maybe even earlier.
Yeah. He is very like the cool guy, like spending money on like the highest like fashion from LA. Like, I'm gonna buy this vest that's like $600. Leather vest. Yeah, some tacky vest with metal on it.
Yeah, bedazzled.
He says he's a marked man now that he's the United States champion, but nothing's changed because he's been a marked man since day one, since coming in here. Out comes Santos Escobar, and it's just funny. So I can't remember a few weeks ago when I can't remember who said to him. It might have been LA Knight, been like, "Oh look, it's Santos Escobar and his mother," and he was talking about Elektra Lopez. And now I can't unsee it because every time Santos comes out, he has his hood on and he kind of looks like a pissed off little teenage kid, and she looks kind of like a young mother. You know what I mean? And they're coming around. I'm like, oh shit, it's Santo and his mom. To watch out, dude.
And have you noticed in recent weeks, Santos has been taking like some dialect coaching?
No, I mean that guy could. I mean, he's great.
He's lost a lot of his. I'm thinking that he spoke the way he does naturally for the longest, and he was putting on a Mexican accent, like, "Hey, watch out, Holmes, take it easy." You know what I mean?
Had to try to cut it back a little bit.
And now they're like, "Dude, just talk like who you are." Oh, okay. And now
he's like, "I'm trying to, man. Like, I can't anymore."
Yeah. So now he has a little bit of a more. His what do you call it? His enunciation.
Yeah,
it's clearer.
Yeah. I mean, I went to Europe for 3 weeks and I came back. What was I saying? Not bruv. What were they saying? Like they don't say like dude. What was it? Mate. I was like mate. Oh, hey, mate. Hey, mate. Hey, mate. Can I get some food? Anyways. So then we have Santos Escobar comes out. He talks to LA Knight for a bit, but we're gonna have a number one contendership for the United States Championship. It's gonna be Santos Escobar versus Andrade.
Here goes the Mexican War again.
Well, Andrade, man, I don't know, man, anymore. Like, he seemed pretty slow in this match. Was it me? Did I just think that? I felt like he just kept kind of like not like just second guessing every time he was going to take a jump.
Yeah, I think they told him to slow down. Dude, this isn't speed. Take it easy. Slow down.
He's a speed champion. How is he not going? Why is he going so slow on regular
That's
TV?
because we have to differentiate. On speed, you go
my
fast. On the main roster, you go slow.
Legado del Fantasma got involved in this match. So did the face Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin team. What do you think about Baron Corbin as a face?
It's about time. Let's give it a shot. I mean, when he was Happy Baron, was he a face then?
No,
He's been through so many gimmicks.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's been through so many gimmicks. It's just insane. Remember, he was sad.
Oh yeah, he was happy and then he was sad. No, he was sad and then he was happy. I can't remember. Yeah. Andrade hits the three amigos, but Santos kicks out. Poison Rod to Andrade. Double jump moonsault to Santos. Carmelo Hayes distracted Andrade, which allowed Santos to get the double knees. Eventually, that doesn't do anything, but Elektra Lopez then distracts Andrade again, which allowed her to distract the ref. Carmelo got involved yet again. Escobar rolled up Andrade for the pin and the win.
That means there's going to be more to this. Oh God.
So
okay, I'm excited anytime Escobar is in the ring. I'm excited anytime Andrade is in the ring. Yeah. I don't understand the internal gang war they got going on, and it seems like they do that with a lot of people of color in today's WWE. It's really off-putting and cringe.
Well, you got Homelander offering his title shot. He's arguing backstage who he's giving his title shot to, and then you got Johnny Cage watching other people fight. So they're all busy. All the white dudes are busy, apparently.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a Giovanni video package. He's coming back to SmackDown. He's
with a new and improved polished gimmick, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he's taking the Cesaro gimmick.
Yeah.
The Antonio Cesaro, like I race the finest cars and I ski the finest Alps and I smoke the finest cigars.
If this fool pulls out a snake from his crotch, I'm gonna laugh.
I would love it if he comes out does total comedy.
Like Santino, the Santino Jr.
Yeah.
Let the racism run wild.
Next up, we do have a Kevin Sullivan tribute package. He did pass away this last week. Any memories of Kevin Sullivan, Jose?
Tree of Woe.
Okay.
That was my favorite memory of Kevin Sullivan. Now, I don't want to remember this guy in a positive way because there are insinuations online that this guy may have been involved in some really nasty stuff. So I can't wait for the
witchcraft, the black arts, right?
Not
the black arts, the dark arts.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he was doing some more dark arts in real life, it looks like.
Okay.
But speculation, conspiracy theories, rumors, you never know.
Yeah. Well, he passed away. There was a video package. Next up, we have A-Town Down Under walking into the office of Nick Aldis. Austin Theory mentions the words Grayson Waller versus Kevin Owens, and Nick Aldis is like, yeah, that's it. We'll make a match for next week. And Grayson's like, why'd you say that?
Come on.
Austin Theory said, hey, I'll have your back just like you had mine. And well, I mean, they're going to do it. Next week would be the time to do it.
It was 3 months ago.
Next up, DIY taking on Pretty Deadly in the qualifying tournament, right? Not just for a tag title shot. Yeah. This match breaks down to a 4-way in pretty much a matter of seconds. Tommaso Ciampa running wild on Pretty Deadly. We have a double something power bomb to Elton. I wrote down double T power bomb. Sometimes I use voice to text and I mumble. Eventually, though, we have a shatter machine to Elton Prince. Then he gets hit with the meat in the middle. Johnny Gargano gets the pin and the win on Elton Prince. I guess they will now go phase. What was the first team that won? Street Profits.
Street Profits, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Street Profits won, right? Yeah.
So it'll be DIY versus Street. Then it should, and in my opinion, Street Profits. Put the Street Profits up against the Bloodline for the titles at Bash at Berlin, right?
Sure.
Next up, we have the main event. That's Solo Sikoa calling out the OTC, Mr. Old, Tired, and Cranky himself, Roman Reigns.
Tired, cranky, I love it. He was pretty cranky at the end of the show.
Solo comes out. He calls out Roman. Roman comes out pretty much immediately and goes after the bloodline. Pretty much smashes Tongaloa's leg with the stairs. Smashed the stairs into Tama Tonga's shoulder. Roman then focuses attention on Solo. Superman punch to Solo. Solo drops the beads as he was leaving the ring, and then Roman reaches for the rings, gets taken out by the God, and Solo gets his beads back.
Yeah.
It's all about the beads, man.
Yeah.
This has got CM Punk bracelet storyline written on all over it.
It does, but this means more.
I guess those beads legit look like they could have been handed down. At least they could have been bought 20 years ago when they were in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the corner store. What's that? That store they have in Hawaii? I don't remember what it's called. It's like a 7-Eleven, but not. But yeah, that's SmackDown. What'd you think of the show overall?
Kind of anticlimactic. There was no drama at the end. It was, Roman comes in, gets his just dues, and leaves.
Yeah. Well, Roman's back.
I mean, kind of fell flat. I expected a little bit more for a Roman return.
But I guess we'll see next week what happens. I mean, he's scheduled for some more shows.
Okay.
I'm expecting some sort of tag match with Cody and Roman versus the Bloodline.
Yeah.
So, and I guess Jey Uso said, "This isn't a storyline. This is our lives, our real lives."
Okay, buddy.
Like that. I'm like, okay, I know you guys are all just hanging out for Thanksgiving dinner. Calm down.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't had a Thanksgiving dinner since breaking up, so we don't know. I wonder how 4th of July was in their household.
I think Brandy just invited Roman to Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, really?
Via Twitter, or everybody calls it now X. Nobody calls it X.
On the X. Huh? People call it X now. People call it X now. I'm just saying.
Only Elon does.
All right, let's get in some AEW Collision.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Saturday.
No,
Change the song. They changed the song.
They don't have the money to pay for that anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh man, Tony Khan cracks me up. It cracks me up because they are in Arlington, Texas for like the 4th or 5th week in a row, and
it's a residency.
Sure, yeah. Well, I kind of like the arena, but it's gonna feel weird once they leave.
Yeah,
because it is a hot crowd,
mm-hmm.
but it is very just like house show vibes. You know what I mean? Like, there's really no big names here.
Yeah, and the stage is very AAA or CMLL.
Yeah, but I kind of like how it's like different colors.
Mm-hmm.
We kicked off with Darby Allin and Hologram versus the Premier Athletes. This was a decent match, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hologram is not Ricochet. He doesn't have any tattoos.
No, he's not.
And he's shorter.
What do you think of
ripped?
What do you think?
Hologram is cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
He's immensely over with the Texas crowd.
Yeah, I mean, border town. Yeah, he's cool. He'll be fun to watch. But I want to say that AEW has a lot of his kind. I don't want to call him a spot monkey, but a very lucha-based acrobatic wrestler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's kind of their signature.
Yeah, and I can't see Hologram being a world champion.
No.
Maybe TNT. Maybe.
Yeah. TNT champ. TBS champ.
Who's it? Yeah, he can't be TBS. It's a women's champ.
Oh yeah, you're right. I get them confused all the time.
He can't be Andy Kaufman. But who is the TBS? Who is the TNT champion?
I can't remember.
Why am I blanking?
Yeah,
I should. Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard to. Oh, Jack Perry.
Yes. See,
Let
me shuffle recently. Yeah,
he can do that.
Oh yeah, totally.
So Darby Allin and Hologram versus the Premier Athletes. It broke down into a 4-way. Sterling grabbed Hologram's foot right in front of the referee at one point. Darby took him out of the ring, took him out with a dive. Sorry. Hologram then pinned Woods with a crucifix pin. This was fine. This is what it was.
Darby and Hologram actually looked good together. They had really good combo moves. They worked well as a team, surprisingly enough.
Oh. Hey, Darby can use a tag team partner, right?
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa video package, voiced by Dustin Rhodes. This was really cool. Talking about how, the Texas Bull Rope match is a match my dad invented years ago, and Thunder Rosa lives and breathes Texas. Cool,
Yeah.
man. Friday Night Lights, let's get it. And then we had Thunder Rosa and Yana Prazo in a bull rope match, which, like, I don't know, man. This just came out of nowhere in like the second match of the show, like an extremely violent and extremely dangerous and extremely what the fuck is going on match, just out of nowhere.
So early. I mean, what was what was the main event?
The Bang Bang Gang versus
Yeah, you could have
the
flipped these
Ass-Whooping.
easily. Yeah. What the
Yeah,
hell, guys?
yeah, that should have had to build like all night. Like it had one video package right beforehand, and I was just kind of like, okay, what do you call it? Thunder Rosa was bleeding all over the place at one point. Deanna was bleeding as well.
Not as bad, but she was.
Shit, yeah, man. I don't know. It was just one of those matches. Like I watched, and I was like, oh my god, it's fun, but like, was this necessary?
I mean, they do have a blood feud going on.
Well, but
No, I'm not
like,
gonna make they have a
but
blood feud
here
going on.
on Collision
They
and the
should have
second match of the show,
been on Dynamite at 10:00. Yeah.
like I didn't know on Dynamite that there were going to be a street fight or a bull rope match on Collision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had no idea either. Yeah.
So, they went to commercial and they back. Thunder was biting Deanna's ass while covered in blood.
Sweet.
At one point, she got dropkick into a chair with her face in the corner, and Deanna came up bleeding. Thunder gave her a bulldog off the middle rope with a cowbell through the table, then gave her something that Tony described as a shoulder breaker for the pin. I mean, they worked their asses off, but I don't know. Like I said, not necessary.
Yeah, I like the match. Well, I don't mind it. I wish I had more build and they let me know it was happening. I wish that this was maybe even saved for the pay-per-view. Who knows what's going to happen there now?
Probably nothing.
Yeah, it was just a shame. They should have put this in there. I'm sure the Wembley crowd would have ate it up. Yeah, missed opportunity, guys.
Then we have the Outrunners, the video package from them right out of 1988 WCW or NWA. Like, man, I love these guys so much. Like they just seem so cool to me.
Yeah, well, with the FTR, it was totally like the Steiner Brothers versus the Midnight Express.
Yeah. And like I feel like there's a lot of teams nowadays like them where they're like the Beverly Brothers of this generation. Like, they're not going to be big tag teams, but they're still kind of recognizable. But like you said, we did have FTR versus the Outrunners. Cash hit a Rick Steiner power slam, then hit Turbo with a Shatter Machine for the pin and the win. It was
they even have that his name, Turbo.
Yeah, Turbo. I don't know the other guy's name, but it should be like Blazer,
Crashlander,
and Turbo. Next up, we have Lexi backstage with Kip Sabian. He said he was trying to get back to action. This wasn't just about him. It was about his family and his dad. Nick Wayne showed up, who apparently his voice went down about 3 different levels since the last time I've heard him speak, because he was talking like this last time, and now he's talking like this. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Puberty just hits you at 18, doesn't it?
Like a ton of bricks.
He wanted to know why Kip was getting involved in Nick's business. He said he was the youngest champion in AEW history, and Kip has been here for 5 years and still hadn't done anything. He said he beat his ass on Rampage. He said he was sure Kip's dead dad was a loser, and makes sure that Kip would be the same way. So
good job, Nick. Kid's a natural.
Yeah. Then we have Preston Vance and Roosh in another crazy hell like out of nowhere match that I felt like they worked way too hard for in this match. Preston tried a drop kick in the corner. Roosh leaped up, hit a suplex into the buckle, beat his ass, then pretty much murdered him with drop kicks in the corner. And this is pretty much the end of the match. I don't know. He just beat the hell out of him the entire match.
Yeah, and he was even looking for something after the match in the corner.
Yeah.
Where is it? And then the referees just ushered him away.
We have Swerve Strickland coming out to I guess announce, or like he has an open challenge, but it was an eliminator match. But I thought it was a title match, but it was kind of unclear to me at first.
Yeah, he has this thing where he's been saying he's going to do open challenge, but he doesn't.
Yeah, well, he does like an open challenge for the title, and then they're saying on like commentary this is an eliminator match. I'm like,
yeah,
what is it,
guys? Yeah.
Swerve Strickland apparently versus Tomohiro Ishii. No build, no announcement, nothing. Why? Like, I don't get it. This would draw eyes to the product, but no. I would have tuned in. I would have made sure to tune in for this. I didn't even know there was an open challenge. Anyways,
the more I'm watching this show, the more I'm like, oh man, I really hope Shane joins these guys.
They traded headbutts, and Swerve hit a power slam, then rolled through to hit a vertical suplex for 2. Ishii fired up again and hit a series of lariats for 2. Swerve hit a standing stomp, then the house call for 3. I thought for sure they were going to get like a 1 count off the house call, but no, they actually finished the match. This is really good match, but like I said, why with no build, no announcement? I don't know. Next up, Claudio doing a promo saying he wanted the Continental title before the next tournament started next year. So, I mean, I don't know. Were they really waiting that long? But basically, he said he'd like to get his title shot on the first Dynamite in Cardiff on August 21st, and he and Okada will have face-to-face next week on Dynamite.
That actually sounds like a great match.
So, I mean, that's going to be, well, if Okada actually works in that match, I mean, he's been kind of sitting back and relaxing during all his matches.
I mean, why not?
Next up, we have Lexi with an in-ring interview with Statlander. Lexi announced that there would be a mixed tag match at 0 hour for Wembley. Before she could announce the match, Stokely cut her off, and he says, "It's all right. I'm going to go to the Bronx, find Statlander a partner. It's all good." And Lexi was like, "No, this is a specific match. It's going to be what is it? Tomohiro Ishii and Willow Nightingale versus Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway."
Oh, damn!
On the 0 hour.
Oh, damn!
And Stokely, before he goes, "You gotta be crazy," and Statlander grabs Mike, goes, "You gotta be crazy if you think we're gonna miss this match." So
I might miss this match. So there you go.
We have a Maximum Male Model promo. They made fun of Top Flight and Action Andretti, issued a challenge. They said they were not cosmetically cleared to compete this week.
He broke a nail.
Before they leave, Leo Rush showed up, and he had a text from Tony announcing the match was next week on Collision. This is a segment.
It's funny.
So, it was. We have a Sheeta squash match. Then we have a Danielson interview, which a notable piece of information out of it. Bryan Danielson saying he's most likely going to need a neck surgery within the next year.
I don't know if that's drama.
So, like,
I hope he doesn't. I hope this is, storyline.
This guy really is like, man, you know what? If I don't win at All In, it's all good. Like, cash my paycheck, go get my neck surgery. It's all good. And he really sounds like he has like 1 foot out the door, man. But I know that's what they're making it sound like.
Yeah.
So, we have a Sheeta promo. She calls herself the ace of the AEW women's division and demanded a TBS title shot on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
She's not
winning. Damn it.
Then we have the main event of the night. The House of Black versus the Bang Bang Gang for the number one contendership. A lot of number one contenderships this week.
Yeah.
Versus the Bang Bang Gang number one contendership for the trios title with Christian Cage as the special guest referee. What? Why? Why would Tony Khan allow this?
Yeah.
He's an insane man. So let's see. Bang Bang Gang hit the 310 to Yuma on Brody. Buddy broke up the pinfall. Everyone hit their finishers for the sextuple down. Christian, was started counting. As he got to 9, Buddy got to his feet. Christian spears him and then finishes the 10 count. And the patriarchy beat down on both teams. I'm assuming we're going to get a 9-man match at Wembley.
Jesus, no, please.
So, I mean, I just want Luchasaurus or Killswitch to turn on him already.
Yeah. And if this is a Stadium Stampede match, okay, I'll take that.
All 3 teams?
Stadium Stampede. Anywhere it goes.
I guess. Because I'm all for Brody King. I love Brody King. Brody King is so cool. I'm all for him in a Stadium Stampede match.
Yeah, and it looks like they're really they threw Buddy some cash and promises, right? They're making him look like $1 million lately.
No, definitely. I mean, he did just resign with the company. So let's see. AEW, 25th. We are about 2 weeks away now.
Oof.
So we'll see what happens, coming up in the weeks ahead. We'll be back. I think that about does it here for us today. We will be back next week. Talk more Smackdown, more Collision.
Whatever's in the news.
Maybe Speed. I don't know.
I hope not.
No, we won't be on Speed next week.
Yeah.
The show. We won't be on Speed covering the show.
Yeah.
I just don't want to get demonetized on YouTube. No, I just want to get monetized on YouTube. Yeah, how can I say something to get monetized?
You got to really curse out the
like Tide Pods are great for your laundry and anything else. Blue Chew and BetterHelp.
No, you know what you got to do is you got to really go hardcore on Star Wars. Star Wars sucks now. Star Wars is very woke. Then you have to have like your thumbnails have to be like. And it says like the worst of this week's wrestling, and then you're just like, hey, this is great, but that was pretty bad. Later. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get out of here for City Wrestling Radio. I am Corey Smith. I am Jose Osegura,
and we will see you next time. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.